So country and western, that, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome to Stash Your Craft. This is what we're going to be calling it for the next couple of hours. Now, it is, of course, Craft Your Stash. But with this couple of hours, it's all about storage. It's all about organisation. So therefore, you want to stash your craft into all of those components that we're going to be showing you over the next couple of hours. Now, best place to go, of course, as always, is our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Now, you go there, go into Shop the Day, you're going to find everything that we're showcasing throughout the day. Now, we had a look when it comes to Wake Up Call. When you go onto the website, you're going to be hit with our home screen that you can see here. Now, notice the very first thing you're going to see, winter sale. We've got up to 75% off on Crafters Companion goodies. Now, when you click into that, you're going to find a lovely big selection of products. You've got some stamps, you've got dies, you've got magazine. What about your multi-craft? Matt and Laird dies, they're in there. You've got some threader keyring kits are in there. You've got limited edition Spectrum Noir, that's in there. Halloween paper pads, pom-pom making, some more storage that you can see there from Totally Tiffany. My favourite collection, Winter Rose. You've got your 6x6 pads there. You've got acetate is in there. You've got Christmas sentiments in there. You've got more Halloween dies, more storage. Yes, of course, we are 10 months away from Halloween and Christmas is just less than a week away. Think about what you can be stocking up on, taking advantage of your Club Inspire as to what you could be using next year. Doesn't just have to be, of course, being purchased for now and only having a few days to use, thinking about where you can use it into next year. Check out that 12x12 Halloween paper pad, absolutely phenomenal. Not only have we got a small amount left, but we've got it within that winter sale as well. Now, when it comes to all of the items, yes, on the website, but also within that winter sale, of course, the price that you're going to see if you're in Club Inspire is not the price that you're going to pay. Of course, when you pop it into your basket, log in, and then you get to that checkout, you're going to see that your price is going to come down, depending, of course, on what level you are at Club Inspire. So therefore, if you're platinum, then you're going to come down by 20%. We will show you some videos throughout this show and throughout the rest of the day when it comes to Club Inspire and how you can join. But you can go and find all the details on crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But as I said a moment ago, go into Shop the Day. Shop the Day is giving you that look as to what we've got within this show here, which is Stash Your Craft. And then, of course, it is Tuesday, so we still have our iconic show, which is Launch Party, where we're going to be featuring some of the things that have launched over recent weeks and months as well, giving you another opportunity to, of course, get your hands on those items. Many of those items are best ever prices. We've got some that are 30% off, some that are 35%, some that's 40%, and you might find a cheeky one that's 50% off as well. But it's all there on the website for you to have a look at, have a little peruse, and see if anything takes your fancy when it comes to treating yourself as we have the lead up to Christmas time. But it's not just me, it is myself and, within Wake Up Call, this show and the last show. It's both of our last shows here, just on Crafters TV for the year, of course. Incredible demonstrations within Wake Up Call, but then when it comes to this show, Corrine, it's all about storage.
It certainly is. And as I said earlier, if you can't find what you're looking for, you can't use it. You need to know that you've got your stash in the right place to be able to find it, to be able to use it. So yeah, that's why I think storage is so important. But also, we need storage to give us portability as well, because we don't all just craft at our craft desks, whether that's your dining table, whether it's your craft room. We need to be able to move it around with us as well. And I think we've got most things covered, so it's going to be a really good, as Craig said, stash your craft.
Absolutely. I think that it's a good take on the name for this show.
It is.
I think it really, really is.
Yeah.
We have got Susie T on the social. She's on the social for the rest of today, and she's let me know that Carletta's in saying hello everyone from Arkansas. We've got Betsy Thorpe Black is saying good morning everyone from Houston, Texas. I love these shows where you can craft your stash, since I have little over 20,000 points and I have lots to stash. You certainly do. Gosh, hopefully you'll find some more storage. Some of the storage you might already have, but take advantage of your Club Inspire when it comes to the prices today, and get yourself organised in January when it comes to getting it all. As Corrine quite rightly said as well, and you know, Tiffany says it too, you know, if you see it, you use it. If you store it right within the storage, you're seeing it, therefore you're going to use it more. We've got Sherry Lambert is in saying good morning everyone from Tacoma, Washington. Anne Fleming Myers is saying good morning everyone from Roswell, New Mexico. Michelle Nitz for you saying good morning. Mary Beth Doyle is saying hi again from Minnesota. Pat is in saying, Craig, I love your sweater. Thank you. Me and Corrine were just talking about it at the end of that last show as well. Little Grayson, he gave me it about 2 years ago. And the reason we were talking about it is Corrine was saying, is it washable? Because it lights up, actually. I switched it off to save on the batteries, but it does. It actually lights up.
Oh, there we go.
And it is washable. You just disconnect the actual battery pack. But I've been scared to actually wash it. Although I've only worn it about 4 times over the last couple of years. But thank you. Yeah, big polar bear with the light up beer jug. We've got Karen Peterson is saying good morning from the home of WWE, which is of course Stamford, Connecticut. I know, I've seen their building, their new building. It looks absolutely epic. Mary Pat 1000 is saying good morning everyone from an almost daylight Montana. Cat Butt from all the way up there in Montrose is saying hi Craig and Corrine and Susie and the teams. It's nice to see all you crafties here. It's lovely to see you as well. We've got Jamie and we've got Dean in the gallery. So Dean is producing and then Jamie is directing and Jake is out there as well. He's potting about, making sure that we've got everything that we need.
And there's not many other people in the building.
And there's no, there really isn't.
But not many.
Nope, we've got Liam's in and the 2 Sams are in. So they're in this side of the building and there's just a select few that are just in main office next door. So a couple of them you've seen. Throughout this show, if we see any others that we've not seen within Wake Up Call, because if you've seen Wake Up Call, you'll have seen that I've literally been dragging them in just to say hi
just
to
to
you
prove
guys.
we're not alone.
Just to prove that we're not alone, absolutely. And it's nice to actually see them as well. You get to see all of us on a daily basis, which is great, but it's nice to see some of the guys and girls that work backstage. We've also got Lillian is saying hi Craig, hi Corrine and hi to all on the CCTV team. Kim Martin is saying hugs and all and a Merry Christmas from Sparta, Tennessee. Marianne Rosie is saying hey Corrine and Craig and the whole team. And Mr. Zreo is saying good afternoon everyone. Taking a wee break from making a beloved card. Sometimes we just need that little bit of a break, that downtime, cup of tea or a drink, and then you can go back to, of course, crafting just afterwards. And Phil Watson is in as well, saying, good afternoon, everyone. Well, while we've got Corrine here for the rest of the day, if there is anything you want to ask, any questions, whether it comes to storage, maybe you're just catching up on what you've done within Wake Up Call within our little break there, and there's something you wanted to ask, then, of course, fire them across to Susie, and then throughout the show, of course, I will send them across to Corrine. But let's get started when it comes to this Stash Your Craft, which is all about the storage. The first one is our deluxe tote bag. You're going to get the deluxe tote bag here. Now, the size of this one will fit your Gemini Junior. So straight off the bat, giving you that indication size-wise, it's going to fit your Junior machine. Now, you're going to get this for $34.99 or $39.95. If you are Platinum, you're then going to get this for $27.99, or for you guys stateside, you're going to be $31.96. Now, I'm going to go in with all of these dividers here because they are on hook and loop here. So you can have your 5 compartments if you want to, or you can then separate that one and you can see you've got your 4, maybe you want your 3 elongated ones. Maybe you're going to store your plates in there, your A4 plates, maybe your A5 plates, you can absolutely do that. Maybe you want to take that one out and you've got deeper pocket and a shallower side one, you can do that. Or if you do just want to take the whole lot out, this is when your Gemini Junior is going to fit in there. Now, when it comes to that inner part, you can see the space that you've got. But what you've got also all the way around, first of all, your handles. You've got your strong, but you've got your comfortable handle. So it's a nice pad. It's not overly soft. However, you have got that stability there. You've then got your little buckles all the way around that are held within the rivets as well. So it's got that strength and that stability. So if you've seen in the past Debbie Robinson's one, or you see Corrine's just shortly, Corrine's got one of the other bags that we've got on the show, you'll know that you have got incredible strength there. You don't have to worry too much about how much crafty items you're putting in there, because put it this way, if it's going to hold your Junior and then the plates, then you know it's going to be strong, sturdy and stable. Then on the pockets all the way around the side. So you've got some of your open pockets on one side. You've got an additional 2 open pockets on the other side. Now, when it comes to On the left-hand side, you've then got your zip pocket. So if you are using it for your junior, then it's going to be good for putting your plugs in there, your cables in there. Maybe it's going to be your paint brushes. Maybe it's just going to be little bits and pieces, little smaller pieces that you don't necessarily want to lose and you want to have them secure within that zip pocket. You can do that. But then when it comes to the other side, if I turn that around, not only have you got 3 of your open pockets, but then you've also got another side pocket just here as well. Now, not only have you got the strength, you've got the stability, you've got the strong stitching, it is wipeable as well, so it's wipe proof. You've then got your Light branded logo inside as well, which is also your wipeable material. Now, when it comes to the actual logo of it, the colour logo, we've got our purple rose and our grey. So, you know, many of our actual storage, storage bags, storage totes and that come within that design as well. Of course, we have had a relatively new cheetah ones, which we've got on the show that between myself and Corrine will show you. But when it comes to kind of like the company designed logo, this is certainly the one that so many think of, being the purple and the grey. So you've got the full size of this one. So whether it's your crafty tools, maybe you've got a baby, maybe you've got a toddler, maybe you're going to use that for, when you're out and about in the pram or the buggy, and maybe the nappies, the nappy sacks, maybe you're going to be using it for the actual bottles, then of course you can do that, of course. Or maybe it's just going to be the he shed, the she shed, maybe it's going to be cleaning products for underneath the sink or in the bathroom or out and about. Maybe it's in the car, maybe you're going to store it in the boot of the car, maybe you're going to put some first aid items in there, whatever you want. Of course, it's Crafter's Companion. These have been designed in mind for crafters, but it does not have to mean that it's going to be a crafter that's going to be using it or crafty items in there. You can literally put in and store whatever you want. Even when it comes to the base, strong and sturdy as well. So you know that if you are putting something heavy like the Junior in there, the base isn't going to bend and buckle. You're going to get that complete strength all the way throughout the bottom there. Now at $34.99 or $39.95, it's a really, really good price on that today's price. But of course, if you are platinum and you're going to get your 20%, that means you're going to get that for $27.99 or $31.96. What I would also recommend is if you've not joined Club Inspire yet, even if you've placed orders with us, but you've paid the today's price, you haven't joined Club Inspire. It's free to join. We'll talk you through it later on within this show. But if you join Club Inspire, you get 20% off your very first order. So have a look on Shop the Day when it comes to the actual storage myself and Corrine are showing you. See what you want, pop them into your basket. Of course, join Club Inspire first. 20% off your first order, so that means you're going to get the 20% off all of that incredible storage for the first time, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Getting ahead into getting organising for, of course, January, or maybe you're just going to spend a little time between Christmas and New Year. I don't know about you, Corrine, for me, there's always that time between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
There's that 2 or 3 days, it's a little bit of a lull. You don't know quite what to do.
Sort everything out.
Sort everything out.
Now, I just wanted to show that, now, I know this is the Raspberry Cheetah design, but it's exactly the same size as the one that Craig's going. Now, I had the design that Craig had for 18 months till I got my Raspberry Cheetah, and I only changed it over because I was launching this. I emptied everything out of my one that you'd got, and you know what, once I'd hoovered out the bottom to get all the little bits of papers that were in it, it looked brand new. Now mine gets put in the car 2-3 times a week. It gets lugged between the studio, our hobby maker studio. It was immaculate. You wouldn't know, and everything went into here, you wouldn't know that I had lugged this much stuff around. Now I've never travelled light. I cannot travel light. It just is an impossibility. You ask my husband, it's the bane of his life. So I have everything I think I might possibly need. I've got every pen, every brush, every scoreboard. I mean, I've still got my poppy in here. I've got all my daubers. I've got everything. They will all fit. As Craig said, you've got your zip-up pocket. I know this is a Raspberry Cheetah, but it's exactly the same as what Craig's got. You know, maybe you're going to keep your tapes in there. Maybe it's going to be where you're going to put your purse, your phone, and your keys if you're going out. But what I love, look at this, 3 tape runners. I know they're the other ones designs, but they fit in there and nothing's going to fall out. And you look at this, I've got all sorts of bits and pieces in here. Glue syringes, extra glues, oops, upside down poker tool, let me turn that round. Tweezers, everything, scoring tools, they're all in here. Nothing falls out. And I love the fact that you've got the different pockets, because I have all my scissors in one corner, brushes, pens, like that. I can sort things out. Blending goes in this corner. It's just really well sorted.
You've got your Sudafed in the other corner. You've got your Sudafed in the other corner.
Yeah, I've had a cough. I needed those. That's when I start coughing on air. So you've got everything that you might need. And I know that if I put it this way round, I don't even look. My hand goes to the place where everything is. So yeah, absolutely amazing bag.
Awesome,
okay.
Thank you.
I just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, no, it's great, good to see. So, as Corrine just said, it's exactly the same, just a different design, but the actual bag exactly the same. You're going to get there $34.99 or $39.95. Your platinum price $27.99 or $31.96. You're going to find it on Shop the Day. Not only are you going to find this and everything else, you're going to find the next item that Corrine's away to show us right now. You certainly are. Right, so I have got the Lois tote. Now, I love these. This is obviously in the raspberry cheetah, similar to my bag that I just showed you. Now, these to me are a lifesaver. Now, again, I'm going to show you one that I've got in a previous design because my raspberry one is packed for something else. Oops. You see, that's my other one that I brought up today. I genuinely use these bags. So yeah, this was a different one because this is packed for another show, so I needed to do that. You can fit so much in these. Again, I love these because you've got the fabric at the bottom, so you know that things aren't going to fall out. The handles come all the way down. They are reinforced stitching. There's a double stitch there, so it's stitched on the inside and the outside. You've got extra bits if you want to hang your keys off there, but you don't need to worry because, there you go, I can find it there. You've got extra internal pockets. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. I'm trying to find a way to show you. Look, you've got an extra internal pocket just there. There we go. Oh, James coming above. There we go. You've also got an extra pocket. Let me find. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There is a pocket. I can see it. There it is. There we are. We've got a pocket in here. This is because they're clear, I can't see them. You've got that. Now it opens out. I need to get stuff in it to get it open. It's a lovely big, it's 11 by 13.5 inches. So it's a cracking size, really good. You've also, this is something that's quite new, is they've now added, what do you call it, not a lid, a zip bit on the top. So once you put everything in, it's perfect. Now, obviously I use mine between home and the shows here, home and the shows at Hobby Maker. It is a perfect craft bag. You can fit a lot in. You've got all the handles reinforced. You've got the sturdy bottom. But if I've got my grandsons over, I might use it to take them when I go swimming because for me, it's a brilliant, brilliant swim bag. You could take it shopping. If you're going out, if I'm just popping to the shop for some milk and some bread, which seems to be the two items we buy most of in our house, it's perfect size for that. Maybe you want to just, you're going away and you want to use it as a glorified makeup and toiletries bag. Obviously not if you're flying, but you could get your hairdryer in here, your hair accessories, your makeup bag, like that. Or maybe you're a mobile hairdresser and you just think you want a stylish bag that you can keep all your brushes and everything in. It would make a lovely baby bag. Yes. Just because we're calling it Stash Your Craft or Craft Your Stash, whichever one you want to do, just think outside the box. This is going to work for so much more than just your craft. Brilliant for your craft, but brilliant for a lot more. And I love the fact that you've got that extra zip on the top, which seems to be a new feature with this design, so it really, really helps. Now, $24.99 or $26.99 is the price today. Again, if you log in your Platinum, it's going to drop right down to $19.99 or $21.59. I am loving the raspberry cheetah design. It is so up my street. So when they told me I could also show you the desktop tote in the raspberry cheetah, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. So there we go. You've definitely got the right one. Yep, the desktop tote. There we go. Right, so this is brilliant. I love this. You get a little panel at the bottom. I've got a zip on the bottom just there, and this will then fold. Okay, right, there we go. It folds nice and flat for this bit to go in there. So you can pop that in there. If you're not using it, you can open it out. Now, I was telling the lads earlier, because I seem to be the only girl around today, I was telling the lads earlier that I think that it's called it a desktop tote, but I think these are brilliant inside your desk, inside your drawers, amazing for storage. Now, you've got extra, gosh, you can't see in black. There are, you can just see 4 little sort of loop
pockets on the side there. Brilliant if you want to put little bottles in there, stop them falling over. I have storage totes like this on my trolleys for things like my sprays, my glitters, my liquid pearls. They just all stand up lovely. Again, you've got external pockets. I love that you've got the fact that you've got two little handles at the side. You've got that reinforced around the top. That isn't going anywhere. That isn't bending. You've got two pockets on either end. Then you've got two open pockets on the front and one little Velcro pocket. Again, you could be putting your tapes in there, your gems in there, your all sorts of things that you need just to store with there. Again, your poker tools could go in there, so could your tape pens. $24.99 or $29.95. Platinum price is $19.99 or $23.96. But a really, really handy one. And if you do like to coordinate brilliantly, so yes.
They really, really do. I've got a couple of things that also are going to coordinate with those as well. Just to say as well, you've probably kind of gathered as well, the next couple of hours, it's not demo show when it comes to products. This is just, we're wanting you to get that opportunity to get in now when it comes to storage, you know, craft your stash your craft, whichever way that you want to look at it, and just thinking about, maybe you are just going to then get things sorted and organised now or in between Christmas and New Year. Maybe you are going to be doing it when it comes to, of course, the start of the year. It's just dropping in the show with myself and Corrine with what we've got when it comes to the items, the prices that we've got, and then for you to take as well advantage of your Club Inspire. Now, we've got a few of you in once again, and that is Laurie saying, good afternoon, friends. Hello from Gilbert, Arizona. She says, little rain here this morning, but beautiful weather. I'm going to be watching the show for the deals and the goodies while wrapping Christmas gifts. I fractured my foot and I'm now in a walking boot, so move in a little bit on the slow side. Oh gosh, Laurie. Oh, take care of yourself. Fortunately, I've never been in a position, touch wood, where either my leg or my arm has been in a cast or a boot, anything like that. I can only go from family and friends that have done, and you don't realise how much you use either, and I know this sounds stupid, when you say how much you use your foot and your arm or your hand, which of course you do, but it's not until you're out of action that you realise, oh my God, you know, you're lost if you hurt your foot or your arm.
I've only broken my leg.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, practising on a dry slope, ready to go on a skiing holiday.
So, yeah, kind of ironic that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of ironic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever get skiing?
I did.
Didn't
enjoy it.
Yeah. No, you didn't?
No.
After all of that?
I was too scared.
True. Put the frighteners on you.
Put me off.
Jeez, gosh, yeah. Yeah, Laurie, take care. Actually, let us know in the comments, if you're watching myself and Corrine today, what are you doing? You know, are you crafting? Are you watching at work? Or are you relaxing? Are you writing your cards? Are you wrapping your gifts? What are you doing while you're watching myself and Corrine today? Susie on social, we've got Jamie, we've got Dean, and we've got Jake outside as well. Catbutt is saying, I have this in my bathroom. Everything is in it, Corrine. It's a good idea. Yeah, bathroom. That's it. And I suppose condensation, it's damp proof.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine in that. Elizabeth's in from Virginia. Jean F is in from San Diego. Betty Weaver saying hello from Idaho. Stephanie Theodos is saying good morning, Craig, Corrine, CCTV team, social media superstar, crafty friends from a sunny Farmdale, New Jersey. Well, hopefully it stays sunny where you are, Stephanie. And Fleming saying, I have the deluxe tote and I'm very happy with how well the handles are holding up with the amount of stuff I have in it. I think that's the thing, a lot of us have a lot of stuff in them. Diane's in, Samantha Cheney's in as well. Samantha is also saying, I've ordered several of these. I gave a couple of the way to my granddaughters, one each to pack when they come over for the night and they pack it full. That's a good idea. And Laura Simmons is saying, this is more of a stash your craft than a craft your stash. It absolutely is. It's about getting the best, getting the most use out of your crafty tools. As Corrine was saying as well, you know, if you're going to see it, you're going to be using it, aren't you? And this is a good one. This is a really good one. So this is a continuation on the designs that Corrine just showed you a moment ago. These just launched within our birthday event, our 18th birthday, right at the back end of our birthday event with Leanne and Ben on Crafters TV. I know you launched them in Hobby Maker.
I did.
In the UK. This one is your portable tote. This is your Raspberry Cheetah. $26.99 or $32.95. Your platinum price is $21.59 or $26.36. Now with this one, it is so spacious. What you have got is another hook and loop divider on one side. So on this side here, if you want to separate it so you've got one elongated storage compartment, you can absolutely do that. Of course, you can pop that back, and then what you've got is two sections. Now on the opposite side here, you've got a full length one. Now these will hold your A4 plates sideways, so you can use that for maybe your plates, maybe some of your paper pads, maybe you're going to do a line of your tape runners, your glues, whatever it is that you want to store in there, you can absolutely do that. Now when it comes to this side, you can see, a little bit deceiving at first, it's actually pockets. You can see there. At first, you just think it's part of that back design.
You do, don't you?
And then you actually see you've got those clear see-through pockets as well. So maybe some of your smaller dies you don't want to lose, maybe your little notes in there, maybe you start to draw yourself a little diagram of card ideas that you have, and then you want to slot them in there. Then, of course, you can do that. Maybe you're out in a craft club, craft crop, maybe you are out actually selling at fairs, maybe you've got business cards, you can sit your business cards in there if you want to, or it's another good one for things around the caravan, in the kitchen, another good one for cleaning essentials, because then of course you've got that handle there, really strong, sturdy handle, but using on the basis of a crafter, what you've got is all of these bungee cords that you can see here. Now of course, I'm putting my finger in there, but you're going to be using that for things such as your paintbrushes, your water spritzer, you're going to be using it for your ball tools. This is where you can start to get yourself organised for any of your additional tools that you want to be using. Maybe it is just going to be one that you're going to be storing your key tools in, your ball tools, your ball mat, it could be your die release tool, the sponges, all of those certain things that you can then be storing in. Or again, thinking about you've got a baby, you've got toddlers out and about, the boot of the car, in the back of the car, maybe you're going to store it with all of the kiddies' colouring tools, colouring books, colouring pens, you know, maybe you don't want to quite give them your Spectrum Noir and they've got their own set, then of course this could be their own little set. You've maybe got one and the granddaughter or the grandson is eyeing yours up, then of course then why not get one or two of them, maybe this one, the other one I'm going to show you, or Corrine that showed you there at this price that we've got today, and they've got their own set. Can you imagine that if they really love your one, and on Christmas Day or Boxing Day, whenever you see the grandkiddies or nieces or nephews, son, daughter, if they're not with you at the time, they're not going to expect that they're going to get their own one. So you can do that, get that, that's your portable tote bag there, $26.99 or $32.95. Like all of the other ones, including the ones that Corrine was showing you as well, it is wipeable, stitching is strong, it's sturdy, that's stronger than like a mount board that you've got there as well. Comfortable around the edges too. The stitching is stitched to 1 inch of its life, which is a good thing. You've got your additional pockets in the front as well. So these are the sort of pockets that Corrine was showing you a moment ago with maybe your tape runners. I like how you showed Corrine with the one, although it was a different one, but it was the same idea with the pockets. If you have 3 of your tape runner, it's sturdy, it's strong, it's compact, they're not going to fall out.
They're not falling out at all, no.
And you know that you've got them there as well. So if you want to go for that one, of course you can absolutely do that. You've got the options with the hook and loop divider on one side, $26.99 or $32.95. You've got your platinum on that one as well, $21.59 or $36.36, and that's there on Shop the Day as well. I've got another one that we're going to show you just here, and this one is exactly the same. So this is the one that Corrine showed you. This is the one that Corrine's got up. This is exactly the same as this one I showed you before, except it's in the Raspberry Cheetah. So it's exactly the same.
It's your choice, doesn't it?
Depends
what goes with your decor, what works for you. I love the fact that you've now got the choice of patterns. They are the same bag, just different fabrics.
Yeah, and this might not be a shock. You know, Corrine, wouldn't necessarily go for this design.
No,
I love it. I love it within a paper pad. I would use it for mats and layers, but as storage for myself, I wouldn't necessarily go for this. I have had that one in the past. I've showed you mine in the past. I've now got my case, my trolley case that I use. I've had this one in the past and you've seen me have it. So I would go for this design. It's purple and it's grey, a little bit of floral, doesn't bother me. I love the colour and I love the design, but you've got that option, as Corrine has said. You've got the option here. Everything I said before about the original one, Corrine showed you hers as well. You've still got your sections inside that you can take out if you want to. Still going to hold your junior. Pockets around the side. You've then got the buckles, you've then got the rivets, you've got your additional pockets at the side, the front, the zip. It's options. It's options when it comes to the colours choices. You might already have one, you might want to get another one, you might want to get them for a gift. And although we're saying get yourself organised when it comes to January, when it comes to stashing your craft, it is also a good one to think of presents. Now, of course, we're necessarily going to get it for Christmas. The cut-off is past there, but we've still got... I've got so many friends and family birthdays in January. From yesterday through the rest of December into January, that's when the bulk of my family and friends' birthdays are. Ooh. So we keep thinking about the lead up to, of course, the last couple of days when we had cut off from our warehouse. We're thinking of Christmas, but we've still got all these additional celebrations that we want to, of course, gift for. So maybe you want to do that, of course, a sewist or a sew stream. Then, of course, you've got that if you want to give them that as a gift. $34.99 or $39.95. Platinum is $27.99 or $31.96. Just to reiterate again, it's exactly the same as this one. It's just the design that is different. You've got that option, which Corrine quite rightly said, it's always a good thing. Option is a good thing, and you've got all the options to choose from on the website. shoptheday.co.uk.eu. And then we're going to go back to Corrine, where she's got something else to show you.
I have got the Go tote bag. Now, I absolutely love this. Now, a lot of you might already have a Gemini Go, which I've got one just here, because I'm going to show you how it works. You might have one, or even if you don't, because I know we don't sell those anymore. This is just a really, really convenient bag. Nowhere on it does it actually mention the word Go, Gemini Go. So if you've got it, no one's going to say, why have you got the Gemini Go bag without a Gemini Go? Because it doesn't mention it anywhere. Now, you've got your double handles on the top, and then you've got the reinforced bit here. So this means that you can bring it over and you've got the comfy handle there, and it's sealed and you know it's not going to split open. Then you've got your pockets on the front. So you've got two large pockets on the front and two of your large pockets on the back. You've got the faux leather binding on there as well. So you know they can't stretch any further than you want them to go. So you've got one on the ends of each side. Now, you've also got your little D-rings on there, and you've got your handle. Now, I did see that somebody had just asked us a question about whether you've got any shoulder straps on any of the bags. That's what that one is designed for. The tote bag that Craig was showing you earlier in the purple design, yep, you could potentially take the strap off. I've just shut my finger in it. You could take the strap off here and you could go from handle to handle, because they've got like the square D rings. That's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? A square D ring. But you know what I mean, those little square rings. You could put those on and then this would work, because it's the same purple as you've got on there. Now, what you've got here is, as I said, you've got your reinforced bottom. So it's reinforced there with your little feet on. Then you've got your reinforced plate in the bottom there. And then, as we said, it's a Gemini Go. So if I put that into there, you can see absolutely amazing fit. I've still got room for my Gemini Go plates. And then I can be putting my extra bits in, like my tape pens, like my tools, like my glues. These are probably the biggest pockets of all of the bags that we've got. I think they are a little bit bigger than some of the others but again, I love the reinforcement back there. Concertina size, so they really, really stretch. But, as I said, not everybody has got a Go. So I just think this is the most useful. I love this one. Let me just get this out so I can show you. 6 by 7 3/4. That's the footprint of this. 6 inches by 7 3/4. What an amazingly useful storage bag. Whether you're doing it for craft, whether you're doing it for toiletries, whether you're doing it for the baby, whether it's all the dog accessories, because I've got a dog, she has got a lot of accessories. Well, you know, you're going out for a day, I can put a bottle in here, I can put the little bags that we need to take out, I can put a food in here, a toy, you know, whatever you want. It's a really, really useful bag. Again, if you want to use it, I could be putting a couple of hairbrushes in there, I could be getting some makeup or toiletries in there, and as I said, you've got your shoulder strap on here. I think this is probably one of the most useful ones we've got today, because I just see this working so well outside your craft as well. It's just a really useful one. And if you're not as tall as I am, then that shoulder strap actually is really easy to adjust on there as well, and then I can just move that around. So yeah, a really, really useful one, designed so that that base is big enough to get you going, but just useful. You know, maybe you're going to keep it for certain products. Maybe you're going to have it for your ink pad storage. You're going to keep all your ink pads in there, daubers and blending brushes in the side. Oh, there's so many different things you could have. You know, maybe you just want it because you're going to a crop, or as Craig said, you're going to a craft fair, so you could be putting all your little bits in there. You know, just because it's a go doesn't mean you can't be putting your mini in there and bits and pieces. If you're going to, you know, you think, well, I'm going to a show and I want to be able to personalise my bits and pieces, so I'll take my mini and a few of my little mini dies. All of those will fit in here for $19.99 or $26.99. Amazing value, because you're going to get so much use out of this. $15.99 or $21.59. Really useful. And again, having those extra little feet on the bottom means that it's, you know, protecting the base. It's not going to get mucky. But honestly, I've had Crafter's Companion bags for 18 months now, because that's how long I've been here. And do you know what? At the end of the 18 months, they still look as new as the day I got them, because everything just wipes down. They don't stain. Obviously, if you spill some ink in it, it's going to stain. But if you're careful with your product, you're nodding. You've been there, haven't you? You've done that.
Well, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm actually nodding. I didn't mean to put you off there, Corrine.
No.
I'm nodding to Dean, because that price is wrong.
Is it?
One of the outlet sale prices is still active on the website.
Oh, and it's this one?
And it's that one.
What's it gone down to?
I think there's a few others. Can I just tell you this, right? And the reason I'm nodding to Dean via the camera screen here is, it's not that we're not meant to tell you, but because some of the office guys now have gone, I'm just like, no.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that is one of them. You might find a few other ones, but that one, do you want me to tell you in the UK?
Go on,
it is on the website?
Yeah.
It's $7.99.
What's
what
that?
Corrine's just showed you there,
off.
the original price is $19.99.
Right. Get it quick. Get it. $7.99. Wow.
While it's available.
Amazing. So make sure you pick up that one. Which other ones have you spotted?
I'm not sure what are the other ones. We've just been told there is a few other from the outlet sale that's not been taken off. They knew that you would find them, but they were just saying, you know, like, just because there's no one about in the office. Do you know, they said, keep it on the down low. We don't keep it on the down low on this side. We want you to get the best deals, the best price. You're going to find it anyway when you go in to get it. Certainly the UK website, it's $7.99. It was $19.99, but it's now $7.99. And that is the today's price. That's before your Club Inspire as well, so take that one into account. So you might find a few other gems as well when it comes to the actual bags that we're showing you. Right, let's have a look at our next one. So this is the next one we're looking at, the desk top. This one. Now, this is the same as what Corrine showed you, but the one that Corrine showed you was, of course, the cheetah print, the raspberry cheetah print. This one, exactly the same, but it is in our logo design, our grey and purple logo design. Everything that Corrine said stands for this too. So if you want to, of course, to collapse it down, you can absolutely do that. You can see here. I don't have the sturdy base for mine. You do get the sturdy base that just sits inside here. So if you want to then use that as just a way to actually store on top of your desk, maybe if you are going to be going into your actual kitchen, maybe you're going to be into your bathroom, maybe like myself and Corrine and the rest of the team, if we've got a couple of days at Hobbymaker, we stay over in a hotel, what you can do is you can put your little smellies, your bottle, into a little zip sealed bag. That can then go down there into your case, and then when you're in your hotel room, just zip it up, and then you can have maybe your makeup, you can have your deodorant, you can have all the different things that you need when you're there in the hotel room. You've also then got the little pockets in here, just like Corrine. It's hard to see these ones when it comes to the inside, but you've got your little individual pockets. You've got 4 of them in there. You've got your side pockets at each side here. You've also then got your little handle, so if you are sitting it onto your desk, you can just move that out of the way if you want to. Maybe you're going to use this for your scraps of cardstock. So I would say at least 4 inches, so you can have all your scraps lined up if you wanted to. Your foam pads are a good way to line them up as well. You've got your additional pockets at one side. You've then got your hook and loop pocket on the front with a few other ones as well. Now that one there, $14.99 or $19.95. You've got your platinum price of $11.99 or $15.96. Now if you have a look on the website, this is breaking news to me. Dean's just saying you might actually find this is a little bit cheaper on the website as well. So check out the website. Either just go into Shop the Day, or I know it's a bit of a longer code, but if you put that code there up at the top, CCSTOR, and then put the rest of that code there, then that's going to take you direct to whatever one that we are going to be showing you, of course. Takes you direct there, and then that's a nice way to see. Maybe you're going to get that a little bit cheaper. Remember, what you see on our website, that is before you've, of course, got your Club Inspire if you've not already logged into the website. So there's one that you're going to get a little bit cheaper as well. So remember, it's the same as what Corrine showed you, what Corrine explained to you. The only difference, this is in our grey and purple design, and that's on Shop the Day as well. Right, we're going to carry on. I've got some comments coming through. I'm going to have another recap because my mind was taken off having a look at the website there a moment ago. I'll have a little read through. So we'll go to Corrine, come back, and we'll have a read of your comments.
Sounds like a good idea, because I've got something else that is absolutely perfect for you to sort out. Now, I just had an idea. If you've got a few of these could be the perfect way to store your Christmas decorations when you take them down. Really, really useful. How often do you get there, your Christmas decorations, the next year, and they are just in such a mess? So this is our stash and stack boxes. Take this out. Really useful. So these were something that, an inspiration that came up here, I believe. Simon came up with these. Now what they've got, you've seen storage boxes like this, but this one's a little bit different, because what you've got is you've got a lovely lip on here. So if you get lots of these, they're going to stay, and then they're going to be sturdy when you stack them on one on top of each other. Really, really strong clasping handles on there. So we take this off. Now this is where it's a little bit different, because inside you've got these grid system, I suppose, to use the word, on the inside. And then you've got all of these little dividers. So these little dividers allow you to make as many compartments as you want, or as few compartments as you want. But what is so clever about these is, unlike some others that I've seen, these then come flush with the lid. So if I put my lid on like that and press down, I'm straight onto those panels. So if I was to use this for bead storage, for example, my beads are, and then I pick it up and I carry it to the car, my beads aren't going to transfer from one compartment to the other. I know my red beads are going to stay in the red slot, the blues are going to stay in the blues, the yellows in the yellows, and hey presto, like that. Oh, you know, my seed beads are going to stay there, and my larger wooden beads are going to stay there. You know, it's not going to mix up. Now, you've got, I think the easiest way I can describe it, it's like a honeycomb. I know it's not a honeycomb shape, but you've got this circular honeycomb design on the bottom. That makes it really, really strong on there. It's just sort of an extra layer of reinforcement on there. Now, if you don't want to do it, you can just take all of these dividers out, even the long ones that go down the length, and then you've got a large box. Now, the boxes are, the base of the box is just over 13 inches by 9.5 inches. So you're going to get a lot of storage in here. Again, these have been stash and stack. They're storage boxes. Doesn't say the word craft in there. If you want to do your crafty bits in there, maybe they're going to be your pastes, maybe they're, like I say, your beads, maybe it's going to be your flower forming material. But I've got a list here of sorts of things that you could be using it for your batteries and bulbs, they say, for your cables. I mean, that is really useful. I got really cross with the drawer that we keep our cables in recently. Obviously, your craft items, decorations, like Christmas decorations. If I was doing that, I'd probably get rid of a few of those, and then, you know, you could just put them all in the right compartments. DIY, absolutely good, brilliant. You've got somebody going off to university or getting their first home, then you could sort this out and you could give them a few fuses, a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, you know, a few little bits, maybe a few roll plugs, a few screws, you know, some hooks, the sorts of things that somebody might need when they first move into their own place. Fabrics, absolutely brilliant, because it's going to keep it airtight and dry. First aid kit.
Great idea.
Our first aid box is the bane of my life. It's tidy at the moment, but I don't know how long it's going to stay there. Fishing equipment now, I think my husband would find that brilliant. If he's got his flies he wanted to keep all separately on there, that, you know, they're not going to get tangled up. Then he could have his weights in there and his shot lead. Well, it's not shot lead anymore, is it? Because you're not allowed to use shot. But, you know, his leads or whatever you call them in there. I'm not very good at that. His hooks, you know, they'd all be sorted. He could tie lengths and do whatever he needed to do before he went, and it will be tidy. Game pieces now. I know it's a brand, Warhammer. My son went through a period of doing Warhammer when he was younger. Oh my goodness me, wouldn't this be brilliant for keeping the bits in? It's the painted bits, the bit unpainted, a section for your paints, a section for your paintbrushes. Absolutely. And I'm sure there are a lot more than just Warhammer, but that's the only brand I know, I'm afraid. So there we go. Lego. Oh, yes, Lego. You could be sorting these into twos and threes or reds and blues and yellows. It's entirely up to you. Sewing kits. How often do you get your sewing kit out and all the threads have got tangled up together and they've got tangled round your name tags, they've got tangled round your bits, oh yeah, all sorted. And then stationery. A really, really useful one. You can put all the pens in there that you wanted, all, you know, your elastic band, paper clips, because your things can't come out the sections. And then it just slides neatly in the cupboard under your desk. Absolutely brilliant. £9.99 or £19.99. These, I thought the regular price for these was £11.99. I remember at one point these were £11.99. Just says, it doesn't say it's been reduced, but these were definitely £11.99 at one point. Platinum price today, if you are platinum in Club Inspire, then it's £7.99 or $15.99. So stack up and make sure you've got plenty of them before you want to start sorting in the new year, because I just think it's a brilliant, brilliant way to do it.
Really is. Thank you for that, Corrine. I'm actually going to, with Dean's permission, what we're going to do, we're going to go to a break in a minute. I'm going to read the comments after the break for the simple reason there's lots here that are going to want to check out. And the reason being, that's not $34.99.
Is it not?
No.
What is it? I don't know how much it is.
$19.99
wow.
on the website.
Okay. Is it left over from the outlet sale?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
So therefore, now you can understand why I'm just going to leave you hang just for a moment or two. I am going to read the comments when we come back. However, we're going to give you the opportunity to check out your basket. Now that you've realised, great prices already, but now that we've got some lingering deals left over from the outlet sale, that is one of many of them. That is not $34.99 in the UK, but it's $19.99. Myself and Corrine, we're going to be back in a couple of minutes. We're going to let you check out your basket, and then we'll carry on with this Stash Your Craft.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You are.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at craft was to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
You see what we've just found out with the next item. I'm just going to leave you hanging just for a few moments or two. Pat's in saying, I've just made my first cup of coffee. I'm going to be finishing, doing some decorating and wrapping some Christmas gifts. And of course, there's always cleaning. Do you know something? I think December is the one time of the year where I hardly do any cleaning in the house. Yeah, because the tree's up, the decorations are up. I'll maybe just give, just a little bit of the dust, a little blow or something like that.
Dusting's hard. I'll give you that one.
Dusting's hard. Then you have that big clean when it comes to January. So yeah, I don't tend to worry about cleaning. Can I just say I am a clean person. I am a clean house. You see my pictures. I don't need to explain myself. But yeah, I don't tend to bother with when it comes to December. It can be hard at times.
I suppose the difference is I've got the dog, so I still have to hoover up and wash the floor every day. Every day. That
I get. If I had Clemmy living with me, then yeah, I understand. I would be exactly the same. Laurie Barnett's in saying, Craig, the worst part is the boot is taller to make my other leg too short when I'm on the floor. Never thought of that. So for any just joining, Laurie's, unfortunately, she's in a boot cast at the moment with one of her legs. So yeah, it makes you a little bit uneven. That's what sucks because it makes my hips and my back sore. But I'm ploughing through, absolutely just doing what wee Jamie's just said there. Rest up, Laurie, and enjoy the show. Enjoy the Christmas Eve and the best that you can do, and relax and get better soon. Trisha's in saying, greetings and happy holidays to all. Watching you all from my TV, from my craft room, ready to wrap some final Christmas presents. Kirsty D's in saying, good afternoon, everyone. I'm busy preparing things for a craft day with my niece and my nephew, and possibly my sister-in-law. She's getting into colouring. She's going to be in it all your stuff, Kirsty. She really is. She's going to be playing with it all, borrowing it all, and maybe doing a Ben and borrowing it and not giving it back. Caroline is in saying, I have the little purple mini tote that came as a platinum gift 1 year. I have it for bits and pieces on my bedside table. That's a good point. At the side of you there. We've also got Stephanie saying, I am addressing the Christmas cards I made. When I get my act together, hubby's going to take me for a few more items that I need to pick up for Christmas. Vanessa's in, Sandra's in as well. Mary Pat 1000 is saying, I love the feel of the go bag. We've also got Sheila's in saying, I bought the go tote recently for when I went camping and crafting. Yes, I crafted my tent, outside my tent. Doesn't matter where you craft. Perfect. It's good. It's good when you can craft everywhere. Caroline is in, Mary Pat's in, Gay's in there as well. And we've got a couple of questions that we'll feed through just shortly. What I want to do is, have a look at these ones here. Now, we have dropped the graphics from our screen. And the reason being, and you're probably going to find out for the rest of the show, so therefore, I've got two options for you. So these aren't together, these are two options. We've got our small binder, storage binder, and we've also got the large storage binder. Now, the reason I decided to drop the graphics for the rest of the show is this is something else that is cheaper on the website. Now, guess how much these are each? $9.99 each. So that's a small one and then the large one. So together, that's separate, so they don't come together. I'm just letting you see you've got the option of the small or the large, and in the UK they're $9.99 each. They're still part of that outlet sale. So the outlet sale, you're not going to find it there on the website. There's not a banner, but if you go in and you look at this item or a few of the items me and Corrine are going to show you, you're going to see it still has an outlet sticker on it, and it's still got the outlet price as well. So these are just the actual storage folder. So you don't get the contents with them, i.e. the actual magnetic sheets. But what you have got is you've still got your 3-ring there. You've then got your additional pockets down on that side there. It is wipe-proof, so you've got that wipe-proof all the way inside and out. You've got the strong stitching. You've got the strong zip. Wipeable on the front as well. You've got your handle. You do get a little tag as well, so if you want to name it, then you can do. This actually lets you see, we've got one here on that one there. So that's what you're going to get on both of them as well. So both of these individually are $9.99 each across on the website. So head across there, stock up when it comes to things like this. You've maybe already got plenty of your magnetic sheets, and then they cling back in as well for your stamps, but head across there. You're going to find a lot of the items that myself and Corrine are featuring, and we are literally just as a team realising this within the last 10-15 minutes. There's a little booby being left from some of the team that have now finished for the Christmas holidays, and a couple of the outlet sale prices are still hanging around. We don't know how long. We don't know if there's a time on them and then they're going to stop, I don't know, by the end of today or tomorrow. But at the moment, who cares? Grab them. You've got the choice. You might want to go for both, but just to reiterate, it is individually, but either way, they're $9.99 each here in the UK. So check them out on the website, shop the day, and let's carry on with Corrine and see what she's got.
That period between Christmas and New Year, that's my job, and I don't know whether it'll get done. I hope it will. I've got 2 of the large, 2 of the small, and I'm going to break down all my monthly craft boxes.
That's a good idea. Just to say, Corrine, as well, thanks to Susie, $13.99 each.
Oh, thank you, Susie.
$9.99 or $13.99 for you guys stateside.
Okay, I've got another one that actually is cheaper than what we thought it was going to be. And this is your 12-pen marker carrier. So again, white clean on the front, reinforced handles on there. You've got a little little pocket at the back so you can put bits in. Now this is brilliant because you can get your tri-blends in there. Tri-blend brushes, tri-blend pens, it's up to you. So it's tall enough for your larger ones. It isn't just for your classics. So, you know, some of them are for your classics only. This one will do all of these. Now, this one should be $11.99 in the UK, but today, because it's got left on from the outlet sale, it's $5.99. So it's half price. So if you do want this, if you just want to take a few of your pens away with you, now just because we've got tri-blend brushes in, you could still put your classics, you could still put your illustrators in. Obviously, it wouldn't fill up as much of the space. You still only get 12 in, but if you wanted to use the smaller pens, they would just sit in the middle just like that. So it's entirely up to you. $5.99, your 12-pen set. If you just go on to Shop the Day, the reduced prices are there. Are we all right there, Craig?
Yes, so, Corrine, I just want to level with you guys, okay, doc? This isn't what other places will call selly-telly or that. We genuinely did not realise that some of these prices from the outlet sale. We started the show telling you the prices that we were told with the graphics on the screen. So we're literally hearing that as we're going on each individual product. That is still there within that outlet sale as well. So I just wanted to get up close and personal with you guys and just say, make sure if there is anything that you want to grab a hold of, take advantage. The prices that we are telling you, the actual storage binder there, $7.99, $13.99. That's before Club Inspire as well. So do make sure that you check out across on the website, because of course we are only finding out right now that we've still got some of the outlet prices going on.
That's a bit close.
So check out when it comes to the website, .co.uk.com or .eu. That's where you need to go, of course, when it comes to the website. Now, when it comes to the website, of course, Shop the Day is where you need to go. That's where you're going to find everything. Shop the Day, having a look. Myself and Corrine, we're going to be back at launch party later on. I'm going to have a little run round, ready to carry on when it comes to this. Stash Your Craft, which is all about getting you organised when it comes to storage. We've already found out that we've got some of the most epic prices already when it comes to the lingering items that some of the team have left when it comes to, of course, the outlet sale prices. These are absolutely genuine. The team have now gone, those that are in charge of the outlet sale, have gone away for the Christmas holidays. So make sure you take advantage. What an hour. What an hour with it. I don't know, what was that, about 25 minutes, 35 minutes in that we're just realising that actually the prices that we were given and we were told and we had on the screen did not match the website, and that's because a little error, which has of course benefited you guys at home, means that you're going to get some of the items a lot cheaper than we were told. I mean, that deluxe tote bag there has gone from $34.99 to $19.99. Those actual storage folders there, the small and the large, they're $7.99 or $13.99 compared to what we were thinking and what we were telling you were around about 20 quid. So keep that in mind. Having a look on that website. This isn't a demo heavy couple of hours. This is all about crafting your stash or stashing your craft. Get yourself organised in January for storage with your stamp, your dies. Maybe you've got your, of course, mixed media collection that we're going to be having a look at later on, the Mermaid Dreams. Some of these you're going to be storing with. So it's all there on the website. But Corrine, you've got something else that you want to show us.
I certainly have. Now, I was really excited when I saw I've got this. So this is your universal carry bag. So let's just say, I want people to understand, this is for your original classics or illustrators. Your tri-blends, whether it's your original tri-blends or your brushes, won't fit in here. It's not deep enough. So if you have your original illustrators or classic pens, then this is brilliant for you. Now, can I just say, if you get this, and I've written it down, it's on a board in front of me so I don't forget. If you get this, I can find the zip, where's it gone? Oh, it is that one. If you can store 216 pens in here, but as well as being pen storage, look at that. Oh, it just makes me so happy.
Me too.
It just makes me so happy. It'll also store your ink pads. Now, it comes without the trays and without the pens, obviously. So you want to just you're going to get the empty bag. If you want to store the pens, you need 18 pen trays. Now, our pen trays comes in boxes of 6 trays. So you'd need to get yourself 3 boxes of the pen trays, wouldn't you? If you want to store the full 42 ink pads in here, you'll need 14 trays. Now, I'm not sure what the packs of trays are. I think they're 6s as well. So you'd need to get 3 packs of those as well. So make sure you get those. And then you put the trays in. They all link together. And then you either put your pens in or you put your ink pads in. Now, that just makes me happy. It'd make me even happier if they were actually in order. But there we go. I can't have everything, can I?
No, we can't.
But I would, if that was me, we would be putting those in colour families, but there we go. Okay, so let's talk about the bag. Absolutely brilliant. So you've got this padded, what I love, you've got this padded front. Can I just say that when you get it, you get an extra padded bit. Now I'm thinking it through, I think that's because if you were to put your ink tray, your ink pads in, you've got a cushion sponge that you can put in, but when you zip it up, and that's going to keep everything where it needs to go. I always wondered what that was for, and I've just worked it out. It's for if you put your ink pads in, isn't it?
Yes,
to keep them in place. There we go. I worked that one out all on my own. I'm quite impressed with myself. Now, you've got storage pocket in there, so that is brilliant. That will then zip up here. Now, you've got extra pockets on the front. You've got another storage panel in there, so you've got little net ones in there, so you could be putting your tools in there. You've got another zip pocket on there as well. I think, yeah, that's double zipped, so it can come up to there. I love that. I love the little branding on the front. Now, again, it's the wipe clean material that you would expect. You've also got zip pockets. Look at this. This comes all the way round there, so it opens up lovely and wide. Pockets, 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 so much pockets. And on this side, again, let's see what the pockets are in here. I've got one of these. I love this. And then again, same pockets. lots of necked pockets on there. Right, now, when I do these up, I want to show you. So, it's not just for storage, it's for portability. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. There you go, I just needed it shut a little bit so that it didn't flap around. Let me just shut that one. Okay. Oh, let me you see, I can lie this down and not worry about my pens. Now, I've got my carry handle on the top. Absolutely brilliant. There is some weight in there. I've also got the shoulder strap on here. So if I pop this on, sorry, I'm black on black. We always told not to wear. It sits lovely. But, yeah, absolutely perfect for carrying around, however you want. I just love it. So, you know, you've got it on your shoulder, you've got it on here. Now, again, if you don't want to use it as pen storage, I'm sure you clever people are going to find other things that you could be storing in here, different ways to put trays in or however you want to store it. But I believe this is $49.99 today, which is an amazing, amazing price because it is just the perfect way to store your pens. Now, maybe you don't have a craft room, you know, maybe, you know, and then you can then, I've just got that, there we go, that's sorted. Maybe you can keep your pens in here, and then when you get your crafty stash out, you've got your pens ready to go. You know, and if you were like me, you'd have them all stored in the right colour families, and then you can find the pen that you want. 216 markers you can get in here, 42 ink pads, $49.99. Absolutely amazing. You special, I don't know, what are they if they're not D-rings, these? They're just like square rings, aren't they? I don't know what they're called. Craig, you're not being very helpful. Yeah, just links, aren't they? There we go. Oh, and I forgot to say, you've also got your little metal feet on the bottom. Thanks there, Craig.
Always happy to help, Corrine.
Always happy to help.
I'm there ready to go.
I'm like, what are they called, Craig? And he's going,
I don't know.
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just like rings or whatever.
The rings, yeah. They are. But everything is just so well made, so well reinforced. You've got your sort of faux leather on here. So, you know, it's just comfy in your hand. I love this. I got so excited when I got mine. Really love it.
It's, do you know what's good for us? And I've not used it for this one, but it would be good if you've got a night away, if you're going on a plane, you know, even if it's just the one night, just the hold all, because it's going to fit within that hold all as well. You know, just, you know, trousers, maybe a pair of shoes, things that you need, the essential things that you need for the night away.
Just lay it down like that, couldn't you? Lay it down like that to open it out and get everything inside there, and it would just be perfect.
Oh, they're perfect, yeah. And it's nice branded. It's a nice brand as well if you're out and about and you're using it in those sort of ways. Anne Fleming's saying live TV, live CTV, it is absolute best. This show is absolutely showing you what it's live, what it's like, when it's live, when the prices change. Caroline is saying, oh, bless you, Craig. Right, just to say, the next 3 items that I'm away to show you here aren't left over from the outlet sale. So I've checked on the website here. So the first one here, $16.99 or $19.99. And this is your Gemini MIDI storage bag. Now, in here, we have put in the MIDI. You don't get the MIDI, but this is just to show you here that it holds your actual Gemini MIDI machine. Now, not only that, you've got your additional pocket on the top here. Now, that's on hook and loop, so you can take it out. Maybe you want to put some of your tools in there, then you can do that, of course. And then you've got your mesh at the top here as well. So maybe you want to put a few bits of elongated cardstock, maybe some additional tools, maybe if you want to. Not only will your MIDI fit in there, but then your folder and the shim that you get with your MIDI will also fit in there. Or of course, you might not even want to use it for a way to store your MIDI. Maybe there's other things that you want to store in there, then of course you can absolutely do that. Now, because it's built to hold the MIDI, you know that the actual holder is going to be, the handle is going to be strong, it's going to be comfortable. However, the stitching at the side there, I know you can't quite see it, but you've got, as I like to call it, the Union Jack stitching that you've got there. It reminds me of the Union Jack on each side. That then just means that you've got that incredible strength when it comes to the handle. So if you're holding it up with, of course, your actual MIDI in there, and as I said before, you're going to have the MIDI, you're potentially going to have some of the folders, you're potentially going to have that shim as well, you're probably going to have them. You might have some dies, you might have some cardstock and additional tools as well. So you're going to find that on the website. So it's not part of a Lingling leftover outlet sale, but the actual price is $16.99 or $19.99. You're going to find it on Shop the Day, although the prices I've just given you there are before your Club Inspire. So if you want to go for that one, check that one out. You know where to go, .co.uk.com or .eu. Then we've got some of our actual storage. Now within this one, this is for your Gemini Go. So if you remember a machine that we done a number of years ago, it's a really, really small electric die cutting machine. So this held the actual folder. Now you don't get these cutting plates. This is just to show you the ones that we were on about. This is what it would hold. Now, after I've shown you my set, when we go back to Corrine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through to our green room, because I actually use mine as a pencil case. I don't use mine to actually hold my actual plates. I use them as a pencil case. So you can be using them in whichever way that you want. These ones, by the way, are $3.99 or $7.49 if you want to go for those. You've got the zip on the front as well. It is wipeable. You've got that strong, sturdy stitching side to side, all the way round. You're going to be able to hold an abundance of folders in there, so maybe you want to use it for your embossing folders. You can do that, of course, or as we'll see just shortly, I'll go through and get mine and just show you how I use mine as the pencil case. So that's going to be good for your Gemini Go plates if you still got them, or your Gemini Mini folders is going to fit because the plates are the same size as your Gemini Mini folders. So maybe you want to use this as a way to store those folders, or of course your longer embossing folders that are going to fit through those machines. You can do that, of course. So you've got that one there, $3.99 or $7.99 on the website. And then the other option that we've got for you is exactly the same, slightly bigger though, and this is for your junior plates. Or of course you could use this to store your Gemini MIDI folders if you want to, or it will fit your 5x7 folders or 3D embossing folders if there's a select few that you want to hold. As I said, you don't get the actual junior plates here. Once again, this is just to give you that visual indication as to how you can then store these in. Strong, sturdy, credible stitching all the way around. You've got that strong zip as well. Maybe you are using it as a way to store your plates or store your folders, or maybe there's other ways that you want to be using this as well. Maybe a larger pencil case, then of course you can do that. Or maybe you just want to have little, maybe for instance, the other thing I was thinking of, us on the team, if we're out and about, you know, we've got expenses that we keep our receipts. So maybe you want to use maybe this one or the smallest one. You know, you like to have all your expenses all divvied up and divided up, ready to go, because I don't know about the rest of the team, Corrine. I'm really bad for getting my receipts and just throwing them all in a one-hour, and then come the end of the month, I have to go through and sort them all.
I have a part in my purse that I put them all, and then at the end of the month I go, oh my goodness me, and I have to sort them all out, and it does take a little bit of time. But yeah, they all go in one place, but it still takes a bit of time.
That's true.
So Craig showed you the Go, then he showed you the MIDI, I think it was, whatever that smaller one was. I've now got the full size one for the Gemini. So again, this is $7.99. It's a normal price. Someone's written a clip on there, so that's where our store is. So you can keep all of your full-size plates in here for your regular Gemini, Gemini or original or 2. Gemini 2 is entirely up to you. Again, you've still got your pocket on the front if you want to use that. I just think these have been really, really useful for maybe notebooks and pencils, you know, if you're dividing stuff up, if you want to, you know, just take bits out and you want to be able to keep it into sections. So you can keep all of your plates, sorry, as you can see in here, they fit nice and snugly. They are quite snug, but you can get your full set of plates in here, used or new. We always put our new ones in here, but you can be putting, but then when I go down to Hobby Maker, the used ones are in them as well, so you can do that. Absolutely perfect way to store your plates if you want, but just think of all the other things you can be doing. Your notebooks, your sketch pads, your pencils, all of those will go in there. $7.99 today. So that's that one. So that's from your original Gemini, and your original Gemini colours. I was looking at, yeah, matched colours perfectly. Maybe you have transitioned to a Gemini 2. If you've transitioned to a Gemini 2, then maybe you want your plate storage bag to match your Gemini 2 in the Raspberry. Maybe you've got the Raspberry Cheetah Tote. Maybe you've got the Lois Raspberry. You know, however, so you want it all to do. So this is exactly the same. You can still store all of your plates in here. Now, this is slightly different, and it's made of that sort of padded, I think the word is neoprene. Maybe that's a brand, but if, you know, the swimsuits.
Scuba divers, isn't it?
Scuba divers, yeah. And I'm thinking wetsuits. Wetsuits is the word I'm thinking of. So it's the same sort of fabric. You've got the lovely little logo down at the bottom, and you can see, actually, this one feels like it fits the plates in even with a little bit more snug. So your plates, your full-size plates, will fit in here. You've got a full set. So I've got 2 cutting plates, 1 of my plastic shims, my magnetic shim, and my metal shim as well. And they all fit in there, even in their packets they fit in there. So I can pop there, just have to go over there because it's got corners. But how about that? £9.99 for that one. But we all know that our new Gemini 2 works brilliantly with our Gemini Junior plates. So if you whether you've got the Gemini 2 or if you've got the original one, but you use Gemini Junior plates, then this is the bag for you. So this one is £7.99, the same price as the large purple one. And again, you can get your full set of plates in here. I've even got some, look, double-sided plates in here. I've got everything in here. Again, of that neoprene, really well reinforced zip in there. And this actually has got a little bit more room. You wouldn't have it all in packs. So on there, again, it's logoed, lovely. I just think it's brilliant. And I actually reckon that this is probably quite washable because it's of the type of fabric it is. So if it gets at all mucky, £7.99 for that. So you've got £7.99 for the smaller one, £9.99 for the larger one, or £7.99 for the older purple one. It's entirely up to you. You get it to store your plates. Like Craig was saying, you don't have to store your plates. Maybe it could be notepads. Maybe it could be your way you're storing your, you know, those sheets of gems. I think that would be brilliant on that one. It's entirely up to you. But Craig, you've got, did you find your little one that uses a pencil case?
I did indeed, yeah. So if I just bring back that smaller one in again, so that was the one that we showed you beforehand, £3.99 across on the website, which does fit your Gemini Go plates or even your Gemini Mini folders. But as I said, I don't actually use mine in that way. I actually use mine as a pencil case. So that one actually just sits in my bag that I take with me to work and when I'm out and about, and then I just have all my stationery in there that you can see here. So I've got my pens, my highlighters, so all my stationery there I have in there. So it just goes to show that you don't necessarily have to use them when it comes to things such as a way to store your crafty tools.
That would actually make a good travel one. Do you think you'd get a passport in there? I think
you would.
Could. So you could have that as like a travel bag. So you could have your money and your passport and things in there. I think
that's
that'd be
a really good idea as well.
Quite a good size.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that it looks like you could fit a passport.
Yeah, it would do. Yeah, yeah, it would do. Definitely. So yeah, so you've got that one. That's on Shop the Day again. That was the small Gemini Go storage bag, but it's just to show you the way that I use mine is a way to store all my station. We all, when we're on this side, or even when we're on that side, when it comes to our sheets that we've got, when it comes to the product, we'll write little notes and stuff like that. So I always like to have my pens and that with me, and that's I use that bag there for my actual stationery. That's what I was trying to say there. Right, the next one we've got when it comes to storage bags here. Just remind me, Dean, the size one, just make sure I've got the right one. 12 by 18, so it is this one. Essentially, it is your A3. Now, if you got your Gemini Pro, the big machine, whereas a couple of plate combinations were 12 by 12, and then there was the A3. Now, this storage bag holds the A3 plates. Once again, you don't get the actual plates. This is just to show you size-wise as to what you can use them for. But if you are wanting to use these another way, again, yes, that holds your A3 plates. So therefore, it's going to hold your A3 cardstock. So maybe you've got your A3 Centura Pearl, maybe you've got your double-sided A3 Centura Pearl, maybe you want to use it for your 12 by 12, but you're going to be able to use that to store your larger plates. You might want to use it to store your A4 plates, but placed on their side, so then you get them side by side, of course. It's strong, it's sturdy, and that's the key thing about all of the actual storage for our plates. It's strong, it's sturdy because of the weight. You want that stitching to be exceptional, which it is. You want that zip to be really, really strong. You've got the two of them as well. You've got the main one on the top for the inside, but then what you've also got is you've got your additional pocket along the front. You get that with each and every one of them. So whether you're using it as a way to store some of your cables, maybe you're going to start using them to store some of your Christmas decorations as you pack them away. Maybe you want to then take a little bit of scrap cardstock, actually run your Christmas lights around the cardstock and then store them inside there. Whatever it is that you want to use these for and use as a storage way, then you've got that option. different sizes on the website for you to check out, but when it comes to that one is your 12 by 18 in size, or A3 in size, as I said there. That's there on the website. They're all on Shop the Date for you to check out, .co.uk.com.au, or maybe you want the in-between size, and that's what Corinne's got right now.
Maybe you've got your Pro and you like to use your 12 by 12 plates. So if I just show you in here, look at this. I want to show you, this one probably, for me, has got the most space around. So this is your 12 by 12 plates. But can you see all that space? The others didn't have as much space as this one does. So you've got all this free space. Obviously, these are all still in packets. So there we go. But if I show you that, I've turned those packets down and zip that up. You've actually got quite a lot of free space in there. So again, they're with the white clean material, perfect for your Pro. But I'm thinking this one is big enough for you to be able to get a sketchbook and a few pens in, you know, because it's absolutely brilliant. You've also got your pocket at the front. It's labelled with your Gemini Pro logo down at the bottom. $9.99. Go and have a look on the website. Like Craig said, all the prices are on there. But absolutely brilliant if you've got 12 by 12 plates. Or as Craig said, maybe you've got smaller plates, but you just want that extra storage space with them, then have a go at that. But yeah, because you could actually get your 9 by 12 and a bit plates in the front pocket as well as your big 12 by 12s in there. So you could actually use this for multiple sizes of plates. So yeah, brilliant. Go and have a look for that one.
Absolutely, for sure. Mary Beth Doyle saying, thanks, Craig, Dean, Charlotte? Hasn't even said Charlotte. Thanks, Craig, Dean, Corrine. I went back on the website and ordered a couple of those totes, because obviously they're a little less than we thought as well. Caroline is saying that some of the Gemini 2 bags work really, really well for storing the light pads. They do. Great idea. I use the A4 one to store my light pad. It's just a little bit snug, but it does fit and the zip still goes around. But yeah, maybe you want to use the 12 by 12 one, a little bit more spacious, of course. Then you can do that. We've got Michael Adams is saying, wearing the same Xmas jumper as you, Craig. We both look cool. Yeah, we do, Michael. We're down with the kids when it comes to, of course, the jumper. And Jen Shank is saying, good morning. Well, good morning to you, of course. Morning to those of you stateside that or even across in Australia, where you're going to be in the morning of tomorrow. It's lovely to have your company, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening. It's nice to have your company on this Tuesday. With myself, Corrine, we've got Jamie, we've got Dean, and we've got Jake as well. But we are going to go for a little break in a moment, but something that many of you have started to want me to do, and that is do the Simon Cowell of your Christmas tree. And unfortunately for this next one, Stephanie, I can't do that because I've only got beautiful, lovely comments about your tree. That is absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. I love that symmetry. I love the positioning of the lights as well. You've got a lovely angel on the top.
Got lights at work on hers.
And she does indeed. Thank you, Corrine. Thank you, Corrine. Bit below the belt, but that's okay. Wait till you see what I say about your tree. So that was lovely. That was really, really lovely, Stephanie. Yeah, in case you don't know, I got about a week into having my tree and that decorated, maybe a couple of weeks, and the lights have gone. And I thought, I am not away to dismantle my tree just to put new lights on when I go to Scotland in 2 days' time. So it's going to be new lights for me. But Stephanie, that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sending that in. But what we will do is we're going to give you a couple of moments to check out your basket, and we'll all be back just after this.
My name's Jan Brown and I am one of the craft experts here at Crafters Companion, so you often see my face on the camera and see me demoing all the different products that we have in our range. I live in Yorkshire. I'm actually based in Sheffield, which is one of the cities in Yorkshire, and I'm born and bred, absolutely, and it's lovely and green, countryside, little picturesque village, and I wouldn't change it for the world. My crafting journey was quite an interesting one because I was working in school and someone just sent me, it was birthday, sent me a card and it was a handcrafted card, which I'd never come across before. So I was literally blown away by it, asked her a little bit about it, went and bought a craft kit, and the rest of it's just history. Inspiration, I think, comes from lots and lots of different places. So it could be sort of architecture, it could be sort of the style of something, particularly colours, things like that. I love sort of like autumn colours, that kind of thing. I think one of the biggest ones there is our design team. We have a massive design team, second to none in the industry, and I often have a look through their folders and get ideas and work with those when I'm planning my demos, yeah. I think behind the scenes we do have a giggle. I'm not sure there are actually any blooper reels. There may be, I'm not sure. But I think one of the things that we always have a joke about, and I learned very early on, was remembering to turn the microphone off when you leave the camera. I'm going to leave it to your imagination with that one. Although crafting does take up a lot of my time, I think the biggie's got to be my family. We have a very small family, but a very close-knit one. My girls both live close by, and my eldest daughter has got her little boy. He's my only grandson, so we spend a lot of time with him, and it's something that we love getting, whether we're going out for a meal somewhere or whether we're at home playing board games, that kind of thing. Just everybody together. I'm not a loner, I don't like spending time on my own, so the more people around the better. I was accepted onto the demonstration team as well, so those were very big moments in my sort of crafting lifetime, and very much a dream come true, you know, when it's a hobby turned into a job as such. And then obviously along with that at the store came the chance to meet Sarah. She came to, well, she opened the store, naturally came to visit, so getting to meet her and have a chat with her. And then taking it on from there, my name was put forward for this particular role, and now I actually work alongside Sarah, so she's actually part of the team. We all work together, and definitely a dream come true. I don't tend to refer to it, when anybody asks me what I do, I don't refer to it as work anymore, because it literally is just playing with the crafting products.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Now, do you know a crafter that you're like, I know they like crafting and I know what they've got, I want to get them something crafty, but I don't know what to get them. Did you know, many of you do know, some of you might not already know that we now do our e-gift cards, where you can, on an e-gift card, you can put anything from £10 to £500. Now I say that, it's either dollars or euros as well, and then that's going to be sent to them via email, hence why it's an e-gift card. So you just need to go onto our website, .co.uk.com.au. You're going to find, when you go into the website, you're actually going to see a picture underneath, of course, that winter sale. You're going to see a picture of that e-gift card. You've got a picture right down there, and that's exactly what it looks like in red on the website. Click onto that, just fill in the details. You can put a little message in, make sure you've got their email address, and then of course you're just going to put the quantity that you want to pop in, check out within normal on the website, and then that e-gift card will be sent to them, and they will be able to spend whatever amount it is that is on that e-gift card. So you can put in anything from £10 to £500, and again I keep saying pounds, but from anything from 10 to 500 you can do that, no problem whatsoever. So it's always a nice thing to do, of course, if you're just not sure what to get them. You're not sure, do they need tools, do they need storage, do they need inky items, do they need plates, what do you need, what do they need, you just don't know. So then therefore, of course, you can just get them an e-gift card. Or maybe your husband or your wife doesn't know what to get you, then of course you could just say, excuse me there, just accidentally send them a link to the e-gift card. Go onto the website, click on the e-gift card. When you do that, at the top, you're going to see that web address which takes you, of course, straight to that. You just copy and paste it, stick it in a WhatsApp, stick it in an email, stick it in a text message, stick it in a link to Facebook, whatever it is, and then send that to whoever it is that you want to do that. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. have a look at this link here. That'll take them straight to that e-gift card. If we actually have a look on the website, let's bring this up that Jamie's got for us here. It's going to come up. This is going to take you to the home page, and you can see there winter sale, but you can see it on the bottom left-hand corner, although that does move sometimes. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on that shop e-gift card. You're looking for that red Crafter's Companion e-gift card. You're going to see just underneath there where it says like buy now, you just can see it's like it's throbbing there. It's exactly what it's doing. Click onto that, and then that's going to take you to all of the details, and that's your e-gift cards. So you're going to find that .co.uk, .com or .eu. What's up?
No.
Pulsing then.
Thank you.
Does that sound better? No?
Yeah.
Shall we go back and have a look at some of the most incredible deals that we found after we went live? Now, when it comes to this deluxe tote bag, we were originally telling you it was $34.99 here in the UK because that's what we were told. That's what we've got within our sheets. However, once we went live, within half an hour, we found out many of the items that myself and Corrine are showing you within this Craft Your Stash show are actually a little bit less. And what's happened is some of them were within the outlet sale. And some of them have been left within the outlet sale, and the guys and the girls that deal with the outlet sale just so happen to be the ones that have taken an extra few days holiday before the Christmas holidays actually starts. So we genuinely do not know if these are going to last or end at the end of today, if they're going to end tomorrow, or when they're going to, we don't know because they've taken time off. We genuinely don't know. If you've seen the start of this show, you'll have seen, you know, this isn't what we say, you know, selly telly, shopping TV in the fact of we're putting it on. We did not realise that these were still left within that outlet sale. So take advantage. As I say, it might end today, it might end tomorrow. We genuinely do not know. For instance, this one here, we were telling you it was $34.99 because that's what we were told and that's what it was going to be. It's actually $19.99 across on the UK website. It's also less for you guys stateside or Central Europe, but that's our deluxe tote bag. Now, it's the deluxe one because it actually holds your junior. Now, within these ones, these come out, and then you can then put your junior inside. You can put your junior, you can put your plates, you can put your tools, you can put your equipment, you can put your A4 card, anything like that you can put in there. Of course, you can come along, section it off once again. So you might just want to have two. You might want to have, if we turn that the right way around, stick that one in there, you might want to have a 3 section. Or of course, you might want to have that section there. You might want to split it up even more. You've got that option. Now, not only have you got options within the middle, you've got all your pockets round the side as well. So you've got your open pockets round the side. When it comes to the ones at the front, you've got your 3 additional ones, and then you've got your 2 at the opposite side. Then on the back side of your actual deluxe tote bag, you've got your zip. Now, if you are using it for your junior, you could put your plugs and that in there, or maybe you want to put things such as your rulers, or maybe your paintbrushes, your ball tools, whatever it is, you can pop in there, your little dies so that you don't lose them. Strong handles, comfortable handles, but sturdy handles. You've then got your kind of rivets as well. You've then got your little loops there as well, so you know you've got that incredible strength when it comes to holding it all together there. Don't know, is it me or do you see a face there?
I'm just thinking it looks like he's talking
Hello.
to you.
How are you? Don't miss me.
Dean's just seen it.
Yeah, Dean's just seen it there. So you've got that there on the website. As I said, as we came live, we were told, we did believe that it was $34.99 here in the UK. It's $19.99 across on the UK website. It is also less as well for you guys stateside as well. So you go onto your website, that's your deluxe tote bag there. It's within our grey and purple branded logo that I like to say. So make sure if you are in the market for one or another one, don't miss out on that deal there. Right, we're going to carry on with some more of these deals that you're still going to feature within that outlet sale that have been left hanging about with the Go tote that Corrine's got.
Okay, yeah, so this is the Go tote. And again, I believe this one was $19.99 today, but we then found out it was $7.99. So that is an amazing, amazing deal. Now, as I said before, brilliant if you have got the Go machine, so the Gemini Go. That will fit absolutely perfectly in there, along with your cable or your power pack, because remember, That's why I think that's probably why you've got slightly bigger pockets, because the Gemini Go works with a power pack as well as a cable, so you can actually fit your power packs in there too. So that is perfect. You've got that lovely handle with the reinforced little bit on there. You've got the shoulder strap. Now this shoulder strap would actually go very nicely on the one that Craig just showed you, the deluxe tote, because you'd then just put these clips on two diagonally opposite of the handle one, so it would work really well. Sits really, really comfortably on your shoulder. Now, I'm quite tall, so I could actually go a little bit, I would probably go a little bit bigger than that and put it like that. Yeah, fits really lovely. Now, remember, this was designed for the Gemini Go, but I'm just seeing it as really, really useful storage. Yes, it collapses down when it's empty, but as soon as you start putting bits in, whether that's ink pads, whether that's plates, whether that's pens you could be storing, whether it's bottles of spray, whether you know, maybe keep this for your mixed media. So we were showing you the Mermaid Dreams earlier. You could put all of that collection in there, along with some of the other bits that you like to use for that, maybe, you know, a stamp-in block, your rocker blocks, maybe all the other bits. What I've just noticed is even internal pockets at either end in there. I hadn't even noticed those. So you've got extra pockets in there. Absolutely love this. You've got the reinforced bottom. You've got the little piece that pops out to give you some extra stability in there. You've got the little metal feet. Even though that's the wipe clean, like faux leathery type feel, you've got the little feet, so you know that that's going to be protected really, really well. I love that you've got the handles that are just so easy to hold. Now, just remember, this isn't just for your Go machine. How about using this for cosmetics? Baby bag, little bag around the house. Maybe you've got somebody that possibly isn't too well at the moment and you have to carry around little bits of medicines and things like that. This could just be your bag that you could grab and go when you need to. You've got your lovely Crafter's Companion logo on there. And as I said, I believe these are the biggest pockets on all of the sort of tote bags, you know, the ones around the outside, whether that's because of, you know, thinking about the power pack. So you've got 4, 5, 6 of these large pockets on there. So you're going to get so much in there, whether it's hairbrushes, makeup brushes, toiletries, tools. Oh, I think this would make a lovely little one for the garden. So you could give it as a gift, $7.99. Trowel in there, seed packets in here, your little dibber, the bit that you make the little holes in to put your seeds in, all those sorts of things. Absolutely brilliant. You could make it a lovely gift, this, with some seeds, with a trowel, with a little gardener's diary or gardener's handbook. What a lovely little gift. And again, it would work really, really well. I'm going to go for... Sorry, Craig.
Oh, sure, come back to me there, yeah. I'm just thinking as well, you know how you can make yourself little hampers? What about using it? Well, I'm thinking about what I'm just about to show you just here. Little hamper of little smellies, or of course wax melts or bath bombs, something like that, when it comes to the actual tote bag. Within that one here, this one being your desktop tote bag. This one was, when we went live, $14.99. You're actually going to find it on the website at $9.99. Now with this one, it is collapsible. So it's collapsible with the actual zip at the base here. You are going to get a strong and sturdy base to pop inside as well, that just sits inside. You've got your 3 pockets that you can pop little tools in there if you want to. You can just see them and no more along the side here. So you've got that there. Now maybe you want to then start to store your scraps. Maybe you're going to be storing your sheets of foam pads, your foam on a roll, your wet glues. You can do that, of course. Or it's maybe just your actual essential tools that you use day in, day out when it comes to your craft desk. But say the craft desk, you know, he shed, she shed, it could be in the kiddies' room. Of course, you know, maybe you've got a little girl, a little daughter, a little granddaughter, or a niece that's just at that age, you know, they're starting to then dabble into, I'm going to say, the kiddies' makeup. You know, they start to get all their own little makeup, then you can start to then store it in there on their little dressing table that they've got for them. They can have maybe some of the little brusher tools at the side just here, you know, the ones that the teenies like to use, of course, at that young age. But you've got your pockets round the front, 2 at the front, 2 at the side, you've got 1 in the middle there, same size pocket, but you've got a hook and loop over the front of it to secure anything with your 2 side pockets too. You do have at each side a little carry handle, so if you are using it where it's sitting onto the desk, and then you can pull out, move it out the way, or of course you can just use it to actually lift up Maybe for me, I'm thinking it might be just a little bit too big for what I'm away to say in my car. But you know, between the passenger and the driver's side, some cars have those kind of open compartments there. Maybe it's going to size well, you know, maybe you're going to then pop it within that section there within the car. Maybe it's going to be in the back of the car or the boot of the car. All these sorts of storage ideas, thinking about elsewhere around the house or in the car, not necessarily just within the craft room. It's wipeable. It's strong stitching, it is the grey and also the purple floral branded logo, so you've got that one there. So as I said, when we did go live, we were telling you it was $14.99 because that's what we were told. However, as we found out, it is now down to $9.99 in the UK. So of course, I say $9.99, I think, is it $7.99? Is it down to? So it is $9.99, and then of course for you guys stateside it's a couple of dollars more. So it's still a lot less than what we originally thought of, so make sure you have a look, check that out when it comes to the website of course. Thinking beyond Christmas, thinking about gifts either for yourself or birthday gifts of course, but .co.uk.com.eu, shop the day, you're going to find that one, and then you're also going to find what Corrine's away to show you right now.
Right, I've got the last one of mine that we have found that the price has been reduced. So this is your 12 marker wallet. So I can stand at the side so you can see it even better. So this is lovely. I love the reinforced handle. I love the double stitching. You've got the reinforced bit on there. You've got a little pocket on the back for some of the bits. Okay, there'll be slim bits, but you can fit them in there. Now, when I say 12 marker, these will take up to your tri-blend pens, brushes, aquas, regional tri-blends, whichever you want. You can see this full size of the tri-blends will fit in here. As we were saying earlier, if you just want to put classiques in, that's fine. You still just use the one elastic in there, and the pen just sits in the middle, and you just got a little bit of extra room at the top. They fit really quite tight, so you don't feel like everything is going to roll around or come out. I don't feel at all like those are going to come out of there. Now, we thought this today was $11.99. What a brilliant way to store your pens, especially if you're taking them somewhere, if you're going out. But actually, we have, since we started the show, found out that this has reduced to $5.99. Amazing, amazing value. So you can store your pens. You can keep them flat, like we recommend you to do. Just leave, when you're not using it, just leave it like that, and they're going to be stored flat in the right direction. But you can now take 12 pens with you, whether that's from your craft room down to the dining table, from the craft room onto your knee. You know, how hard is it if you're colouring on your knee on a lap tray to keep everything where you want it to be? Or just put the pens in there and then just take out the one or the ones that you want as you're about to use them. As I said, your aquas will go in there, as well as your classiques, your illustrators, and obviously it's large enough for your aquas, markers, brushes, blends, all of them. So I don't think we've got any of our pens that wouldn't fit in this one. So that's brilliant, and it holds 12 all at once. $5.99, brilliant value.
Just before I show you the next one there, did you have another one there?
No.
Sorry, Corrine, I thought you were ready to show another thing there. Just to say, Michelle said it's a really good idea when it comes to what we showed you before. Really good if you got the bingo. Because it decants down, it folds down, and then if you got your finger daubers, you've got your books, of course, then that's a really good one as well to take to the bingo. My auntie and my gran who's no longer here, loved the bingo. That would have been a really good idea, so thank you for that one, Michelle. For you guys stateside, that's $13.39 on the website. That's still currently part of the sale. So $9.99 in the UK or $13.39 across on the website. Right, we're going to take a little break in a moment because I'm not surprised many of you are itching to check out your basket, but I know you don't ever want to miss anything that we're going to show. So we're going to show you this, do a little recap of the website, and then we'll go for a little break. Now, these ones are your storage folder. So this is your die and stamp storage folder. Now, when it comes to these ones here, these are individual. The reason I'm just showing you them both is because they are both exactly the same price. These are, when it comes to, of course, the sale, the actual outlet sale, you're going to find that they are both $9.99. So that is the small and the large one. So they are separate, but the reason I'm showing you side by side is so that you know you can either go for the small one or you can go for the large one. You might want to go for both of them, but both of them are $9.99 each. Now you don't get the actual storage sheets inside, you don't get the magnetic sheets. You maybe already got a load of them. Maybe you want to use them for something else, and of course you can absolutely do that. But you've got your 3-ring binder, you've got your pocket that you can see within this side. You've got 3 of them actually. You've got 1, 2, and then you've got 3 all on that bungee Velcro that you've got. Not only that, you've got that strong stitching. As always, you've got the strong zip all the way round, and then when it comes to the opposite side, you do have your strong handle with your 2 strong rivets top and bottom, and then you're also then going to be getting your little tag that you can see there. So if you do want to label it with a certain die collection or maybe a certain stamp collection, then you can do that, of course. So that's your largest one, £9.99, or you might want to then of course go for the smallest one. Exactly the same string, same make, same material, same concept, same structure. You're also going to get your little tag as well that you can see on the larger one. You do get that on the smaller one as well, but you've got that one there, £9.99 as well. You've then got your little branded one at the top there, being Crafter's Companion. So maybe you want to go for one of each, maybe you want to go for a few small, maybe you want to go for a few large. It's entirely up to you, but both of them individually are £9.99 across on our website. So check them ones out.
I just had a look, and we don't have many of the small ones left.
Right.
So if you do, I mean, not everyone has got the space to store a large one.
True, very true.
And actually, I put a few magnetic sheets in my large one, and it does get very heavy. So perhaps you want something a bit lighter. Can I just say, I've had a look on the list, and there really aren't very many. There's about a tenth, if not less than, of the small than there are of the large. So they're actually going to sell out really quick. And if you are like me and you're thinking about breaking down your monthly craft boxes, I think that one is absolutely brilliant for that. So please don't, if you're thinking, I know they're the same price, and you think, well, the big one's going to be better value because it's bigger, but sometimes it's not always better just to get bigger because it can get too harder to store, maybe too heavy, but we don't. I just had a look and there really aren't very many of the small ones left.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point on that one, Corrine. Yeah, absolutely. So keep that in mind when it comes to the small quantity that we've got left of the small one. Sandra Dundas is saying, thank you guys, got 4 of the large binders for my advent calendar goodies, the basic shape nesting dies and the word dies. Good point. Really, really good point on that one, Sandra. Thank you for letting us know how you're going to be using yours. Now, when it comes to the winter sale, you're going to find all of the goodies across on the website. Please remember, when it comes to the winter sale, before you log into your Club Inspire, all the prices that you see are what they are before you've got your Club Inspire discount. So go in, see what you want, add it to your basket, then you're going to log in and then you're going to find all your Club Inspire is going to be deducted. So maybe it's going to be the garden gnomes, scenes of lights, you've then got your garden, you've then got your multi-craft media dies, you've then got your limited edition from Spectrum Noir, that's in there. We've got some Halloween in there, we've got some Christmas dies, we've got some Christmas foiled acetate, some of which you're going to be able to use all throughout the year, or maybe you just want to stock up on Christmas and Halloween for next year. You've got your paper pad from the Vintage Rose, we've got some more items that you see Becky using on the soft crafts, maybe you want to stock up on some magazines, you've got your Christmas nesting dies as well, you've got pages and pages and pages for you to have a look at. So you're going to find them all when it comes to .co.uk.com or .eu. Have a look at that outlet sale, up to 75% off. Have a little peruse, see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Maybe you're thinking of gifts, of course, for into January or February time. And then, of course, you're going to get your Club Inspire. If you haven't joined Club Inspire already, please do so. Then have a look at that outlet sale. You get 20% off your very first order. So the benefits are all there for you to grab. What we have got, we've just got less than 15 minutes left of the show, but because so many of you are taking advantage of all these incredible deals at these incredible prices within this Craft Your Stash, we'll be back in 2 minutes after this.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Right, we are coming to the end of our Craft Your Stash, the 2-hour shows where we are giving you all the ideas and all the goodies and all the deals when it comes to storage, when it comes to our Crafters Companion products. Maybe you want to get yourself organised when it comes to January, then of course this is a good place to start. But what I would let you know as well, within today, Tuesday, you've got myself and Corrine all day today, and then for the remaining 2 days before we take a little bit of a break up until, what is it, it's the 2nd of January, isn't it? The next 2 days you're going to have Ben and you're going to be with Michelle.
3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So are they 3 days together? Here's me doing away with a day there. Let me tell you, do you know something? You guys are going to have a lot of fun on Friday, that's for sure. If you know the fun that myself and Corrine has had in previous years when it comes to the lead up to Christmas, the same as Ben's had in the past with myself and Ben, you know that you're going to have some fun when it comes to Michelle. I already know the team have been working on some fun games when it comes to the final day on Friday, so make sure that you tune in. That's going to be in Friday there. We've just got our Jodie. He's just borrowed our Hoover there. He's just done a little bit of a bang there. You okay, Jodie? That's okay, don't worry. Don't you worry. When you see all of our incredible photos and all of our pictures when it comes to social media, it's Jodie out there that does them for us. So yeah, that was her there. Wonder what she was hoovering there. Anyway,
I think she was in the other studio.
Was in the other studio there, photography studio. She's gone now. She's gone now. What are you showing us?
Right, I'm going to show you quickly again these stash and stack boxes. Get it right. These are absolutely brilliant. So I measured it earlier. So the footprint of this is just over 13 inches by 9.5 inches. So they're really long and good. You've got these really, really good clips on the side, so you know that nothing's going to come out of there. You can sort of carry it by there. Now, what I love about this is you've got this lip, and it's quite a deep lip. How deep is that? It's 1/2 inch deep on there. So when you stack these on top of each other, then you know they're not going to topple over, because you know when you try and pull one out, it will work. The other thing that makes them so strong is this. I don't know what the term is. If it was 6-sided, it would be hexagonal, wouldn't it? Honeycomb, but it's circle, but it just makes it all reinforced. So this is really, really strong on the base. So, you know, even if you're putting quite heavy things in here, you know it's going to be really, really strong. Now they are, let me think, just over 3 inches deep. So, you know, again, you can hold plenty in them. But this is where the magic happens. This is what makes these a little bit different to other boxes that you've got. So you've got your dividers in here. You've got 2 of the long ones, and you've got quite a lot of the small ones. This one's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one's got 10. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can use as many or as few as you want. And then what you've got is you've got these little ridges on the side, and then on the long dividers as well. You get the little plates, and then you just put them in here. So maybe I want to put paintbrushes in this one. I'm going to open this out, and I'm going to make that big enough for my paintbrushes in. You know, you can change it up as small as you want. So maybe, as I mentioned earlier, fishing tackle. So if I was giving this to my husband for his fishing tackle, I'd be probably putting them in quite regular, make sure I get them all, regular spacing, and have some quite small compartments that you can get all those bits in. Now, the bit that is so clever is, yeah, I've seen them with dividers in, not necessarily like that, but these dividers come to the top. They come flush to the top. So when I put the lid on, and then I put my handle on, and then I do that, there's no rattle. So anything that's in that compartment stays in that compartment. It doesn't mix with that compartment or that compartment, because things can't jump over those walls at all. Really, really great. So it comes right to the top. So yeah, brilliant for your craft stuff. Beads, sequins. You could have your ink pads in here. You could have all sorts in here. You could be having your, you know, your brushes in here. You could have your washi tape in here. You could have glues in here. I'm just looking at this. But we've also suggested batteries and bulbs, cables. How often do you get your cables in a muddle? Christmas decorations. I'm actually thinking, I was saying to Craig earlier, I like to wrap my presents and then I put a gift tag on and I put a little sprig of holly with berries, plastic ones, or I might have if it's doing white, I've got little wooden shapes I put on. I could actually have one of these. This would work really well for all my gift tags and accessories to put on there. I think I might get one for that actually. DIY items, fabrics, first aid kits, because our first aid kit is always getting in a muddle. Fishing equipment, as I just mentioned, game pieces. I know I made the mention the brand Warhammer earlier. That's the only brand I know, but I know there's a lot more than that. Lego, you can sort sewing kits, stationery, you keep it all really, really tidy. Absolutely amazing. These are £9.99 today, so make sure you pick them up, but make sure you pick up as many as you need. Now, I know somebody said they picked up quite a few of these today. Craig read out the comments earlier, so make sure you get enough of these because they are really, really useful to have.
They are indeed. Rhonda's in saying, I have several of the large binders for all my nesting dies and a few of the smaller ones in the Word. I did read your one out, didn't I, Rhonda? It's come through twice for some reason. That's my mistake. Betty is saying, the desktop tote works a treat for gifts as you fill the pockets with the chocolates, etc., and the main compartment with pampering items, lotions, soaps, etc., etc.
Oh, nice.
Nice
like
idea.
that.
Yeah, maybe you've got a laptop, maybe you rent out your room, you know, like...
Airbnb?
Airbnb. Airbnb, and you have all the little smellies and that, lotions and potions. When it comes, I have to watch, because when I say smellies, you guys stateside think I mean that in a bad way, a stinky way. When I say smellies, I tend to mean like bath bombs and wax melts.
That's how we say it in the UK.
Yeah, I tend to say that in the UK, or, you know, shampoos and conditioners tend to say little smelly, so that's what I mean. Laurie Barnett on Facebook saying, I'm loving all the way you guys are both showing and suggestion for the storage products. Thank you so much. It really helps me get organised. That's really good to know, because I think as well, we're so used to actually demo and craft products, isn't it? I think it's fair to say, we did say, would you guys be interested with 2 hours of us just verbalising weight of stores? But it goes to show that it's actually helped a lot of you. You've actually loved the ideas, some ideas that maybe you wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really good to know. Sandra Dundas is saying, Corrine, the big ones fit the Kallax units perfectly.
There you go.
There we are.
Yeah, put those in your Kallax units. Perfect. I'm going to put mine on the shelf.
No, Susie, it wasn't your fault. That was my fault, reading that other one comment, so don't worry about that. Right, before we come at the end of the show, let's have a very quick look of our Gemini MIDI storage bag. Now, it is designed and it is built to store your Gemini MIDI and the folders and the shim. Now, of course, you don't actually get the MIDI, but that just shows you the size of it. It shows you the strength of it. You do have your hook and loop panel at the top there, so if you want to take it out, you can put some of your additional tools in there if you want to. But not only is it going to hold your MIDI and hold a number of your folders and also your shim, what you're also then going to be able to do is you're going to be able to then store some things such as your cardstock, your embossing folders, or maybe you want to use it out with crafting, you can do that. But because it holds your MIDI, which you guys know is a heavy item, you know, it needs to be because it's a die cutting machine, the handle is strong. The stitching is exceptional that you can see around here. It's wipeable as well, so it's wipe proof. It is also giving you that strength, it's giving you stability all the way around. Now, if you do want to use it in many ways, then you can do that, of course. But it is made and designed to fit your actual Gemini MIDI. But that is there on the website for you to check out. When it comes to the website, head across .co.uk.com or .eu. You're going to find everything that myself and Corrine's been showing you. Please keep in mind a number of these items, of of course, have got a better price on the website than what we originally told you to start with. But you're also going to find things that myself and Corrine, and what Corrine's going to be demoing within Launch Party.
I am. We're going to go back and we're going to look at the Mermaid Dreams again. I'm going to bring in some sentiments that we've perhaps not used yet. We're going to do a bit more with the ink pads, and then we've got the 2 Sheena collections as well. So there's lots and lots to show you, and I'm hoping to get through a good few demos on that. I've got quite a few. It's all out on the counter. Wow, I've got potentially about 8 to choose from, so plenty to go at.
Plenty to go at, and it will be, of course, myself and Corrine's final Crafters TV show of the year. We've still got a couple of shows coming up on Hobbymaker each before the end of the year, but as it is when it comes to Crafters TV, the next show is going to be our final Crafters TV show. So hopefully you can come along and join us and tune in when it comes to myself and Corrine, Jamie, Dean, and also we're going to have Jake as well outside. Maybe try and get Jake in once again on that last show of the day. Now, craft your stash, or stash your craft as I've been calling it. Make sure, have a look on the website, see what's going to benefit you in your craft room. Not only your craft room, around the house. Or of course, if you want to get the kiddies organised, it's just about that. It's about getting the storage. If it's stored right, you're going to be using it, because if you see it, you use it. Now, you know all of our storage got incredible stitching. The quality is exceptional, incredibly sturdy, no matter how you're going to use it and where you're going to be using it, making sure you're taking advantage of your Club Inspire. It's on .co.uk, .com or .eu. Check it all out, get some bargains. We will see you live in 1 hour time.